Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas. Today we have a fun tutorial. We're going to go over how to turn these dollar store wine glasses into beautiful Christmas gifts. I have a tutorial on how to apply HTV to glass, which this one is done. This one I did back in May, so you can see it holds up really well. But now I figured we'd have time to go over how I take and do my glitter on my stems. So the supplies you're going to need for this are, I use the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, a foam brush, which I have a bowl with some Mod Podge already poured in it, denatured alcohol, or however you like to clean your glass, and I'm using the Crimson Extra Fine Glitter, the Treehouse brand. I bought this at Hobby Lobby when it was 50% off, so it's like $1.50, and you can do a lot with it. Other than that, I just have a piece of cardstock. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is take my wine glass, which this is just one of the Dollar Tree 20-ounce wine glasses, and my denatured alcohol. You can use whatever you feel comfortable using to clean the glass. You just want to make sure that all of the oils are off of it. And there are tons of processes out there that a lot of people use. We'll use polyacrylic or whatever process you want to use. This is just the method that I prefer. Now, first thing I'm going to do is, as you saw, is I took and wiped down the stem of the wine glass. I like to keep my glitter on the stem, but again, that's personal preference. Now I'm going to apply a layer of Mod Podge. And the good thing about the Mod Podge is you can see exactly where you're going because it has a milky white color to it, so you can see exactly where everything goes. Now, you can dip directly into your Mod Podge container, but since I'm working with glitter and I don't want to get glitter all in my Mod Podge, I like to pour it into a bowl. And typically when I do these, I do a whole bunch of them all at once. And you can put cute little sayings, you can put HTV, and I will link the video down in the description box, as well as the products that I'm using. Now, as you can see, that is all nice and coated. It's got that milky white coat. Oh, I see a spot that I missed. Again, as I said, whenever I do these videos, I don't do a lot of editing to them, so what you see is what you get. And I like to make sure it's nice and smooth, not like a bunch of thick places, because I typically do 2 coats of glitter. Some colors require more, like if it's a really iridescent color. And then what I take and do is just sprinkle the glitter all over the wine glass. So there we go. And I will try to leave links to the glasses that I'm using from the Dollar Tree as well. So as you can see, the first coat coats it pretty well, but I typically will do a second coat because I don't like there to be any glass showing through. So now I'm just going to take my piece of cardstock, fold it in half, and replace my glitter back into the bottle. And you can use any color of extra fine glitter. I have found that the extra fine glitter works the best. That one's the wet one. Okay, so this is 1 with 1 coat that I've let dry, and I typically let it dry for about 24 hours or so between each coat. And the second coat really makes a difference, or at least in my opinion it does. But again, this is a pretty quick and easy process, and you can make them as gifts, you can make them as teacher gifts, you can make them for like White Elephant Christmas, whatever you are needing a gift for. And it's a relatively cheap process because that size bottle of the dishwasher safe Mod Podge is $12.99 I think at Hobby Lobby, and you can get it whenever they have it on 50% off. So that makes it what, $6.50? And then you can use, I mean, as you can see, it does not take a whole lot of Mod Podge for this process. Pretty easy, pretty smooth. There you go. Now as you can see what it looks like before I put the glitter on, it has a nice milky texture all over. So now I'm going to take my crimson red glitter again. Now even though this is dishwasher safe Mod Podge, I do not recommend putting these in the dishwasher. You're putting this directly over a smooth glass. And I'm not sure how well it would hold up. A lot of people, once these are made, even though you are perfectly fine to use them, I've made them for lots of people for gifts. Typically they set them out as decoration more than using them. And you can take and tape off this line right here with some painter's tape to get a clean line, but I haven't found an issue with it. But as you can see now with the second coat of glitter, it is nice and covered, looks great. Now what we're going to take and do is re-pour our glitter back in our bottle. Even though I'm pouring out a bunch, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of waste with this process. Now, for this glass, this one's been drying. I'm going to take and put my final coat of Mod Podge on it so it will have a nice protective layer all over, and then once it's dry, it has a shiny finish and it looks beautiful. So there we go. But as I said, let it dry about 24 hours in between each coat, so that way you can make sure it is cured. And you can take and get like a little scrubby sponge if you make a mess and get it on the outside of the glass to scrub off the excess. But as you can see, like if you're doing a bunch of these at one time, it really doesn't take a whole lot of time. So there you go. Now once that's dry, your stem will end up looking like this. And it's still nice and shiny. It's smooth to the touch. As I said, you can use polyacrylic, and anywhere that you're not completely happy with, you can take and just scrape it off or clean it off, and it's done. I will link this video down below. Don't forget that we will be doing, let me hold this up so people can see. Everybody wants to see me to hold my projects up for longer time periods. But remember, we will be doing our scrap box drawing on December the 4th. The last day to enter is December the 1st. I will leave the link to that in the description box. We will also remember, don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also, if you hit the little bell icon next to it, that turns on notifications. So I think that's about it. Remember, share this project if you like it. And thanks, and y'all have a great day.